back like we never left with another episode of the Dosyonkos podcast. It's your boy and your co-captain SV, Sammy Vinsmoke, here with my man Dion the Unchopper. Dion, what's cracking?
We back, motherfuckers. God, took us too long.
Bro, niggas be doing just doing shit, bro. And like we be wanting to fucking, we were scheduling a recording, but then shit happens and we just push it back to next week. So like, it just be happening, bro. But the boys are back in town. You know the fucking vibes. We out here for the regular scheduled programming. You know, young recap. Dion's gonna be chatting about One Piece anime, My Hero season 5, as well as season 2 and beyond of Haikyuu. He's not going to talk too crazy because I'm not there yet. So he's going to talk very generally about that, about what he's enjoying about that shit. And I'm going to chat about, One Piece manga, regular shit. And I've been catching up on Bleach. So I'll also chat about that, give my new section on what's making me mad about Bleach this week. So we'll chat about that. The new segment. It's making me pissed about Bleach this week. So we'll talk about that, and then we'll go into the main meat of this episode, which is me and young Dion chatting our top 5 anime moments in no particular order. No order, just our top 5 favorite moments in all of anime. You know, we have some honorable mentions, but yeah, it's on the docket for today.
Yeah, you can't really do a top 5 because they all impact you in different ways, right?
Yeah, it's real hard. It was real hard to do a top 5. Like, we planned to do this last week, but we couldn't do it last week because we didn't have a list.
Yeah,
like
it was really
we had to push it back, bro, because it was hard to come up with this shit.
So here, let me get my top 5 list all set up. So yeah, so recap off the cuff. I think that I'm gonna start off with My Hero because One Piece is a whole segment. I'm just gonna save that to like the end because usually that's like my last thing. Sam's like first thing.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll change it. So. My Hero, this actually might be my favorite arc of My Hero.
Yeah, the villain arc, right?
Yeah, you just know
everyone says it's pretty good. I wouldn't say everyone. There's some people who aren't really a fan of it, but I've heard pretty good things about. Even when it was in the manga, I heard good things about it. So,
well, you know me as a human, like.
Yeah, you like the bad guys.
I do like the bad guys.
You like the bad guys,
yeah. There's a whole arc about how bad guys are
fighting other bad guys. Yeah, fighting other bad guys. Yeah.
So this is great.
So it's like a Dion arc for sure.
Yeah, there's like no holes barred. Like people are really going crazy. People are dying, fighting, stabbing, looting, shooting. You know, no, but it's really insane. It's really crazy how I always mess up the guy's name, but the
Shigaraki, yeah.
Shigaraki is actually going bananas. Like. Unbelievable. He's going off and he's becoming more powerful, which like I don't know how you could even conceive that someone who touches you and turns you to dust would become more powerful.
Yeah, well, didn't they say I watched one episode because Matt made me watch. Our homeboy Matt didn't make me, but he put it on while we were chilling.
Yeah. When we were
we were at his crib, so I could see like I guess it was one of the first episodes of My Villain Academia or whatever, and it's like where that's what it is, and we see them like attacking some village or some, I don't know the context. I literally just got dropped in. But all I know is I see Shigaraki literally just like explode an entire like group of people. And like it's to me, it seemed like before we knew his power as he has to touch one person, he touches one person, they disintegrate. But to me, it seemed like his shit spread from one person like a disease to everyone else, which is fucking broken. Like it's crazy. Like so like he touched one person, they turn to dust, and then after that, instead of it stopping, the shit spread to the next person and it just took out the whole group. So it's just crazy,
bro. The way his energy is, Shiraki's energy when he came through with the straight Black Force, Black Air Force
One,
and like I was telling Sam this, so this is a whole sidebar. So when I was in the city with Sam, I told him because I watched the episode with our boy Matt, the hidden Yonko, and Shigaraki comes through and just murders 2 people. And it's like when your powers don't match up, like when you go to fight somebody, I wonder how this was always a thing. Like, you match up. You see this in all types of anime. It's like, Zoro matches up with the number 2 guy. Sanji matches up. But no one on the team, no bottom tier, like the number 3 person doesn't step up to Luffy and not expect to get smoked.
Yeah.
And that's what this was worse than that. This was like literal fodder. Like,
fodder.
We're going for Shigaraki, and bang, he's just like, what are you... no one shots him, just no question. So
they had no contest. They had no chance.
Imagine training your whole life in this revolt. Like, we're gonna put hands on people, and then you step up to like the number 1 villain ever. Like, I mean,
you gotta know your place, bro.
Yeah, the all for one.
That's the moral of that story.
1.
You gotta know your place.
Yeah. I'd have been like, yo, boss, I'm sorry, you know who he is? Like, we know you know who he is. I ain't
exactly. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Like, I'm not stepping to him.
Yeah, that's a bad man right there. That's a bad man. That's a bad man right there, bro.
That's a bad man.
That's a bad man.
Oh, but yeah, I really love this arc because they're also toying and playing around with things that you would never really see from the heroes. You don't actually see the intent to kill with a hero. So there's certain powers that actually have really good intent to kill. And you see that with I don't know, I'm going to call her copycat chick. I really should have this information on hand, but the girl who takes people's blood.
Toga.
What?
Her name is Toga.
It's Toga?
Yeah, Himako Toga, I think. Something like that, yeah.
You're so good with names. I can barely remember, like...
yeah. I don't even watch My Hero anymore. Yeah. I still remember the names.
So, she gets, once again, gets the Gravity Girl's power.
Yeah, and that was crazy too, bro.
You think about that. She uses it for good, but she literally body slammed people from like 100 feet up and murdered them. Mm-hmm. And to see that from like an intent to kill position,
yeah,
you don't normally see stuff like that in a lot of arcs or things. Like, some people's powers are just, you get that from One Piece a little bit, but like even in like Black Clover, they don't really like. Imagine if someone had the time power like Julius. Use it to kill people. Like, he doesn't kill people. It's just always like to catch somebody or stop them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
The picture of Deku literally didn't just try to punch someone in the face, and when he hit you, it was to like explode your face, like
just blow their brain out.
Or like All Might uses his super strength not to like subdue someone and grab them, just like rip you in half. Like, that would be sick.
Yeah.
So to see that from a different perspective, like, whoa, she picked the 12 people up in the air and then said,
yeah, boom, that was crazy. That was crazy, bro. Yeah, it really just shows that like it just shows that like these powers aren't inherently bad. It's just like there's no one power that's inherently bad. Like even Shigaraki's decay power obviously is not. Obviously, it's fucking terrifying, but like it's not inherently a bad thing. It's the motherfucker is using it for evil. Same with fucking Toga using Ochiko's gravity shit. Like we seen Ochiko for 5 seasons not murder nigga with that shit. Within 30 seconds of Toga having that that quirk, that devil fruit, that quirk. Within 30 seconds of having that quirk, she killed 10 niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like it's just the mentality. It really shows the mentality is what makes these things devastating and bad.
And that's why I like it. You know what I mean? Like this arc kind of does something different that most arcs don't do. And I even say this like against One Piece. Like One Piece obviously goated, but when someone gets a devil fruit, it's deemed like that's dangerous or not dangerous. You don't see the fucking dude Akoji, like they know he'll kill you. Like that's it. Like you don't get that same vibe from Todoroki. You know what I mean? You don't get that same vibe from him.
Yeah.
So like in One Piece it's different. So when you get to see that, like I was trying to think, like imagine if you just got the same power, like the what is it, the Luffy's power, the rubber fruit, and it was in the hand of like Crocodile, and he used it to like strangle like 30 niggas. You know what I mean? like what do you like
we see Luffy do some real devastating stuff with his fruit, but you are right, we really never seen him just like strangle somebody with like his arms, which he very well could. But like One Piece is the thing, like we see devastating fruits. Like Robin is the one I come to my mind instantly, because when Robin is first introduced, she's killing niggas off rip. She's just murdering cats, bro. Like off rip. And then when she joins the crew, obviously she tones down because she can't go around murdering people. Yeah, so she tones down, but you still see it like how devastating it could be in the wrong hands when she fights a bad guy or a fodder and she breaks their back from 10 feet away by spawning 2 arms on their shoulders. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. So I enjoyed how
that's just crazy.
They've constructed this, and they have a villain, like a more villainous villain, like the Revolutionary Army. So it's like the
that's crazy.
chaotic good, or what's that called? It's in like that diagram of things,
yeah.
Right? Like there's evil, and then there's whatever this guy is. So this guy's trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, he's the wrong way. He's probably what chaotic good. I wouldn't even call him a chaotic good. Like Shigaraki's chaotic evil for sure, or maybe like chaotic neutral, maybe. But like I wouldn't put the liberation guy as chaotic good. Hell no. Maybe neutral, maybe.
Yeah.
If you put Shigaraki as chaotic evil and then put him as chaotic neutral, maybe, I guess.
So where would you put Overhaul at then?
Who, Overhaul? Yeah. Oh, Overhaul is definitely.
He would probably be actually chaotic good because he wasn't like going around killing people for like.
Yeah, he's definitely chaotic good. Probably
he was just trying to like find ways. He was doing like crime syndicate.
Yeah, he was probably the only one you could put as chaotic good.
Yeah,
like Stain is chaotic neutral. Neutral. I don't know if he's chaotic good.
I think that would actually probably be the switch, right? Because Stain didn't like false heroes, and he wasn't like killing people. He was like, yo, you got to be a strong hero to protect someone. And if I'm killing you, then you don't deserve to be a hero. which is like, newsflash, you were busted, and that's your fault because you should be so strong. But
exactly, yeah. The nigga was weird, bro. He's weird for that. Like, nigga, dumb strong. He's like, if you don't kill me, you're a bad hero. Like, nigga, you're like top 3. Like, you're like top 3% in the fucking verse. Like, what are you talking about? Like, half their actual grown up heroes can't kill you. You're fighting kids right now. Like, what are you doing?
Yo, the S tier, like you're an S tier.
Yeah, it's S tier, and you fucking beating up like B tier niggas. Like, what are we doing? And you're like, if you're not strong enough, you're not deserve to be like, what?
I mean, it's like you're not wrong, but damn, G, chill. Like even All Might was like shook for a little bit. Like actually, he used Conqueror's Haki on him, and
not all. He didn't. All Might wasn't there. It was on Endeavor, no?
Yeah. It was Endeavor. Yeah, he's
Endeavor.
Haki on the now #1 hero. Everybody was shook. They're like, this guy is a problem, and I don't know if I want to step to him. So that's a sidebar.
Yeah, that's a sidebar for sure.
So yeah, this season is clean ready for me. I'm excited, and it's one of those things that as it develops, I feel we're gonna see powers used only for like evil. And we're going to see them for evil, and they're not going to be bum-ass Robin Banks with, shark faces. Like, this is going to be motherfuckers who have intent. Like, the landmine girl.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy,
front. She was popping off. And
that was crazy.
That might go down in one of my... Remember how we had, like, we were talking about segments of, like, worst ass whoopings of all time?
Yeah.
Yo, every time she touched something, boom, boom, boom. Goes to stand back up, boom. Just like... I've never seen anybody get whooped that bad in My Hero.
Yeah, she was getting smoked, but then she came and she fucking, unlocked the gravity powers and killed 10 niggas. So she really won. She ended up winning.
She actually won.
She ended up winning. That shit is fucking crazy.
Yeah. So
like this shit low key makes me want to watch just this though. Like I don't want to go back and watch the other shit. I don't care. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I might honestly just tune in for the villain shit because it definitely would be interesting to see how they actually operate, and not only just Shigaraki, but like I'm sure we're gonna get more about the fucking Dabi. Finally, the confirmation that he's probably Todoroki's long brother. Like that has to be a fucking thing, bro. Like I'm still riding that fucking wave, bro. That he's Todoroki's somehow brother. Like,
well, they kind of like someone alluded to it, right? Because the one guy who he's fighting, the ice person, which is weird, right? Like that, ice person.
I don't know who that is.
So yeah, so they're fighting. So Dabi's matched up with I don't know if it's this. I'm just gonna say a person who can control ice. He can't make it. He can control it. So if it gets to a cold enough temperature, he can like summon it to him.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, okay, I see what you're doing there. All right. So Dabi's fighting an ice person. Okay, they're kind of like hinting at it.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Your flames are actually hurting you more than they're hurting me. I can see it's burning your skin." And Dabi says, like, "Doesn't matter what I'm doing to myself." Like along those lines. So if you do like a little flashback, remember Todoroki was overheating on one side, so he had to use the ice to cool himself down, and that's why he was like, they brought that. Oh, well, you got to manage both the hot and the cold.
Yeah.
Or he got like too cold on one side and he started to freeze.
Yeah.
So he had to heat himself up. So I think that might be some shit that happened to Dabi, like because the relationship, he doesn't have the fire body like Pops does. But he didn't get ice powers, so he just burns himself.
Oh shit!
And remember how they keep bringing up like the Hell Flash or Hellfire or whatever?
Yeah, they always show that. That was the main thing that made me think that it was the sun. Not only that, but like, doesn't he tell Todoroki at some point that like they like gotta talk about something? I don't remember, but I think he might say some kind of shit to Todoroki. But the main thing was when Endeavor uses, he's like, I don't know what episode, but he's like running on a wall and he uses blue fire. And I'm like, well, that's fucking Dabi's fire, bro. Like, we've never seen anybody use that shit. Obviously, they're fucking related.
And that's, and like those things, like I keep feeling as if they're bringing that to your attention more and more.
Yeah.
They speak about how you burn yourself, how Todoroki burned himself. They say, oh, we're pursuing the hottest fire.
Yeah.
And it just makes me think that Dabi was the brother that like the dad Endeavor tried to push so hard to do the like he was, had the Hellfire possibility or whatever, and he had so much promise, he had potential, and obviously Endeavor pushed him too hard and they think he burned himself alive or something, and that's why his skin's all fucked. Like so
God damn it.
Oda Cam. That's my feels on that. I definitely can agree with that. And lastly, they showed a really sick scene with Shigaraki and Twice when Twice went bananas. I don't know if you've seen this. Did you watch?
Nah, I haven't watched. Only episode I watched was the one at Matt's crib. I haven't seen anything else.
So anyway, Twice is like kind of in love with the one chick.
Obviously, Toga, for sure.
And some puppet dude disguises himself as Twice, and he has that thing with his mental psyche where he's like, that's like, I don't know if that's me or the real me or whatever.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to kill his real self.
Yeah.
So as they're trying to, so that's how they were gonna try to like keep him from being like powerful and shit. But Twice is seeing Toga getting her neck almost gonna ripped off. They're trying to kill her. They're like, she's too strong, she's gotta die.
Yeah.
So the puppet guy is like 6 versions of him. He's puppeteering 6 made up versions of Twice, trying to snap his neck, the girl Toga's neck.
Yeah.
Twice is like, I am not letting them kill my shorty. I don't give a fuck. Real rap. Somebody cares about you when they're ready to kill themselves because of you.
Yo. Nigga was gonna off his doppelganger.
Yeah.
For her, that's different.
He's like, I don't know if that's gonna be me or not, but I don't care anymore, right? So this man makes like 2 million of himself, like literally just like before it was like a couple, he just makes multiple like millions of himself, like a whole army, and then he can make multiples of other people too. Whoa. So he's fighting, he saves her, fucking murders mad niggas, like is murdering all the town like fodder. They get to like the headquarters. He shows up, makes copies of Shigaraki, Dabi, and himself to go save the boy who's caught and to fight the number one.
Boy who's caught? Who the fuck is caught?
His friend, the broker. That's why they're there.
Oh, that's why. Oh, okay. They
go to save this boy.
Okay.
They go. Shigaraki is gonna fight the main guy. So apparently they take on the attributes too of the person that is copied.
What? So they can use the quirk?
So they can use the quirk and all that shit.
That's fucking broken.
So
that's broken though.
The revolutionary guy, like just swipes and kills like all 3 of them on all
okay.
Okay. But Shigaraki gets like the copy gets put to like the window. So they're talking, having dialogue, whatever. Shigaraki's like copy, the one that Twice made, jumps up, goes to like hit him, and then he gets like thrown. And Shigaraki's copy goes to Twice. He goes in like this weird cryptic way, which is a good thing to look at, which is good for our future conversation, which we'll have at some point about top 5 best things. He looks at Twice and he goes, "Hey, I'm copied after this guy Shigaraki, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, I caught his eyes as I was hanging out the window. He's not the type of person to care about lives, is he? I think you need to get out of here." And the next thing you see is the building get touched by Shigaraki.
Wow.
Like, and the whole shit gone.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So even like it was one of those things you could see like the malicious intent
Yeah.
of a person. His copycat was even like, "I'm made after him and he's looking crazy. I think you need to run." Like,
what the fuck, bro? That's crazy.
Like, it was a great scene, bro. It was so beautiful. You need to watch it. It was whoever made that scene.
I might honestly have to
raise.
I might honestly have to check out the villain shit, bro. I might honestly have to check it out. And I just escape all the bad Deku Black Whip bullshit and then get to this part.
Yeah, and that was pretty much my hero thing. Like for the gist of it, clean.
Does this sound? The villain shit sounds pretty valid. So
yeah, it's getting really good, and like we were speaking about, Shigaraki is one problem.
He's a bad man.
Be solved. He's a bad man.
He's a bad man.
Yeah, so that's my my rendition of what went down in My Hero. Haikyuu, I won't touch too much upon that, other than Hinata is just becoming more and more of a volleyball player. And that being said, if you watch season 1, you would understand how dangerous that is. If he becomes more of a volleyball player, not just more of an athlete, it changes the dynamic of how they're playing. So
I can't wait to start watching that again, bro. I can't wait. I'm so looking forward to jumping back into Haikyuu, bro. I'm so looking forward to that shit. For real.
I can't put it down sometimes,
bro. That was me in season 1, bro. That was me. I could not stop. I could not. It was too fire.
I mean, it's one of the best sports anime I've watched.
Yeah, I can agree. And I've watched a couple, and I've only seen season 1, and it's definitely like one of the best for sure. And I've seen a good solid couple of sports animes.
I think I like about Haikyuu more than I like about. I would have to just say off of watching like Eye Shield or just other animes, the dual. Like, I always think when you can do a dual main character or dual protagonist, and it works well, kind of like Hunter x Hunter, you got Killua and Gon.
Yeah.
If you can do it well, it makes it just so much better.
Yeah.
Because you don't get bored of, cool, Ichigo somehow got another power up. Oh, cool, like Goku went back to the hyperbolic time chamber and now he's just stronger than Vegeta. And that would even be like a case for me to put that up. Vegeta and Goku kind of are a dual main character, but it's not, and it's just
they're not, but like they kind of want you to think that they are.
Yeah.
The story doesn't tell you they are, but they just want you to think that they are.
Exactly.
Because they give Vegeta equal amount of screen time, but they never have a joint story. They're never like, that's never really happens.
And they're not like Gon and Killua are equal footing. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like with Goku and Vegeta, they're still trying to fight the same villain, but it's just like Goku is always stronger than you. But Gon and Killua, like, there's times where Gon's putting out people's lights, and there's also times where Killua's putting out people's lights. Prime example, Yuppie and Pito. Pito kind of is the stronger one, but they're really not. Like Pito and
they're kind of equal. Yuppie and Pito are like pretty comparable, I think, in strength.
Yeah. So it's not more or less where like Goku and Vegeta, it's like you gotta beat Cell, and Goku and Cell fucking snaps off Vegeta's face, and Goku puts up a fight, and it's like, oh, we assumed that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And like that's not the case in some things, you know. And then, or you do it like One Punch Man, Saitama and Genos. Like Genos is always getting clapped, but then like, but then it's like Saitama is not getting smacked, and it's just you can never lose. So you get like it's such a drastic change. They don't try to bring it so close where it's like you want to root for one or not, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, the dual charactership with Kageyama and Hinata are just like, and that was the other way too. Is like Hinata is in a different position.
Yeah.
So you can be like, he's excelling, but then you can see Kageyama and you're like, oh, he's excelling.
Yeah.
But they're not fighting each other.
They're not fighting each other for like the spotlight. They can both be in it together because they're in different positions. And not only that, like their positions like work well, like completely together. Mm-hmm. Like a setter and a fucking middle hitter, like bro.
Perfect.
Yeah, like come on.
So they did it right, and it's hard to develop that sometimes, but it's getting good.
Yeah, I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. Once I finish Bleach, I'm in there like fucking swimwear, bro.
In there like swimwear. Oh my Lanta. And I guess that leaves us with One Piece.
One Piece.
Oh man, One Piece. One Piece. I am just speechless. It's so beautiful. Animation. It's you know, like some people won't understand, and I'm actually happy that they don't get to feel this because I went through so many years watching Straw Hat Luffy with the dumbest fucking face and head and the dumbest fucking art. It felt like, and I don't even want to hate on it because at the time it just wasn't bad. You know, like you didn't really view it as that bad, but then you know things like Fire Force and Jujutsu and
you gotta understand those shits are premiering in the fucking 2010s and shit. Like One Piece premiered in 97, nigga. Ooh. Like the manga came out 99. Excuse me, the manga came out in like 99, I think.
Yeah,
something like that. Like, bro.
And it's just like when you sat through that type of animation, and then you get to Wano, and it's you know it's not even like
you sat through that 90s animation,
but even pre Wano, it wasn't this good. And then now it's just you're just watching it, and I can't stop enjoying it. Just seeing Kid punching the shit out of people, seeing like the sun coming through Kaido's sun and hitting that shorty in the dome with the lightning.
Oh shit, y'all met Kaido's son. Oh, it's lit.
Sun came through. That nigga's big though. He's a big dude.
It's lit. Oh, I can't wait.
He's just like, "Are you Luffy?" And Luffy's like, "Yeah." He goes, "You're coming with me." And grabs him and just runs off. But that kid's strong. I don't know how old he is. He just fought like two of the what is it? The Toby Ropo. I didn't know Page 1 was the green-haired fucking thing. Right? Is that who it
Page
was?
1, the motherfucker who fought Sanji in the town. That's Page 1.
Green hair.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Okay, so once again, Coral with my like anger with One Piece. They did this shit where they fucked up his sizing. In the beginning with Sanji, he was like 20 feet tall, and then in the next thing, it looked like he was the same height as Luffy, just like a velociraptor. So at first, I didn't get that with Page 1. I'm like, isn't this guy like gigantic? Like he's massive, right? And then they were like,
that shit is funny, bro.
And then I was like, oh wait, that is him. They just fucked up the sizing again, and he's not.
It'd be so funny, bro, when they do that shit.
Yeah. I'm like, that is Page 1.
Yeah, that's him.
And I love before it seemed like he was just some like murderous person, and then now he's like a soft ass.
Yeah, you get like his actual personality with him and his fucking sister Ulti and shit.
And you didn't get that. Like that was the crazy thing. Is like I was like, oh, this guy's gonna be some like wild ass villain, like ready to like go hard, kill people. And then I roll up and I didn't even know that was him until he transformed, and I was like, that Page 1? This motherfucker was like talking OD shit to Sanji. Like, I'm gonna rip your face off. He was like crazy different. And I'm like, okay, that's page 1, I guess. All
Yep.
right. That's the
Nigga
day,
was
man.
talking different.
It was spicy.
Yeah,
So
facts.
One Piece, fucking goated.
It's too good, bro. It's too good.
Yeah, that's
It's
it for
like honestly too fucking
my
good.
cap, man. I got nothing else on that.
So I'll start on my recap. My recap is not as long as Dion's because my shit don't have much in it. It just literally talk about One Piece manga. One Piece manga gas, as always.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking gas. Like obviously, I can't speak too much into it because I want to avoid spoilers. But like things that happen in the manga be like blowing my mind, bro. Like there's certain thing that happened last chapter, and it's just like the implications for what's gonna happen later after this is just wild.
Oh no.
It's just fucking
Oh
crazy,
no.
bro. It's really like insane. It's just insane. And like Oda continues to just like reach deep inside his duffel bag, bro, and pull out every creative idea ever and just keep giving us gas every week, bro. Like the man's creativity knows no bounds, bro.
Yeah.
It's wild. When I think about these fucking chapters and some of the shit we learn and shit, I'm like, bro,
You're like, how'd you tie that in?
it's
Like,
crazy.
how did you
It's
do that?
crazy. Like I'll give one little like I'm not really spoiler, but one little hint I'll give. In one of the latest chapters, we learned a little bit more about Zoro's lineage. So like,
Oh.
yeah, like that's all I'm gonna say. Like we learn a little bit about where Zoro could potentially be from his lineage. We don't know for sure because Oda loves to fucking give us the little hints. He loves it,
Yeah, it
but we
does.
don't know for sure. But we getting shit like that now, bro. We just fucking crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like just some of the stuff we get, it's wild, bro.
I'm like,
Wild, bro.
I get too excited when Sam talks about this. I remember like what episode? This was a long time ago. Like in our first episodes when we first started recording, I was like, "Yo, we just got the whole Cake Island," and Sam's like, "Oh, you're gonna love it," and I'm like, "Oh, like." And
Okay.
then after the podcast, I go to Sam like, "Yo, just tell me like, what does Big Mom like? What does Big Mom do?"
I'm dead, man. I'm not gonna tell you shit. You better read that shit. You better watch it.
No, but and like you said, he gives you little snippets. Remember when? Oh, like I didn't think about this until you said this right now. Remember when Fishman Island when Big Mom called up Luffy and he goes, "Hey,
Yeah.
I'm coming to you,"
Yeah.
and she goes, "All right, I'll
That's
see you."
yeah.
Like,
That's literal full like Oda does that shit all the time, bro. Like literally all the time. He will just drop things that you will like. That one is pretty obvious foreshadowing, but there's other instances where the motherfucker will drop random clues, bro. Random things, and that shit will not come into play until fucking years later. For example, during Jaya, which fucking Dion skipped his first time, so he didn't even fucking watch it. He doesn't even know about this. During Jaya, there's a scene where they get a book called Nolan the Liar, and Nolan is from the North Blue, and Sanji says, "Oh, I know that book. I'm from the North." And then Nami goes, "Oh, weren't you in the East?" He was like, "Nah, I was born in the North, but I moved to the East." And then you don't find out how or why until fucking Whole Cake when you find out his actual family is from the North Blue. And that shit happened in Jaya, my nigga. Like, bro.
yeah, they never said anything, and it was glossed over.
It's a random detail. Oh yeah, I was born. I know. I was born in the East. I was born in the North. I moved to the East. It's like one line from fucking Sanji, bro. That should come back 500 episodes later to find out his fucking real family is a fucking kingdom. He's a prince from the North Blue. Like, are you kidding? Like, what? Like, the man Oda really be goated with that shit, bro. Like, with his foreshadowing. Like, it's really goated.
Yeah, that was. I can't believe I skipped that. Still to this day,
Yeah,
I remember
bro. I
talking
can't.
like, wait, what are you talking about?
I'm like, what the? I'm like, wait, what? Did you skip a whole arc, bro? You didn't see Bellamy get his face punched in the first time? He's like, no. I'm like, what?
I honestly blame Crunchyroll and Netflix for having the mismatch episodes because one's dubbed and one's subbed. Like
Oh,
just
yeah,
saying.
true.
Just saying, just throwing that one out there. That was too much, man.
Oh shit. Yeah, so that's it for me in One Piece. Is gas as always. Still reading that shit week to week. Like it's just crazy. Like I'm thinking about like Wano is gonna end for us soon, bro. Like what's gonna happen next? What we're waiting for next is, you know how obviously in almost every arc, Luffy fights the main villain one time, Luffy loses, and then he goes back and has another grand entrance to finally beat the guy. Same thing like in fucking Alabasta when he goes back to save them in the tomb, to beat him in the tomb. You know, he always has another grand entrance. So he already lost to Kaido once now. So we're waiting for his another grand entrance, bro, to go fight Kaido, and like that's like almost the end of the arc, bro.
That's soon. Like they're in the building.
Yeah, like
like
they're like the climax is like building up, bro. Like Sanji and Zoro had their main fights. They're already started. They're fighting their main guys right now. So like that shit's winding down already. So
so you're not even at the Kaido fight yet?
No. So what happened was, so there was a point where Kaido, everything happened. Kaido was on the roof of this building, whatever. So they went up to there to fight Kaido. Luffy was fighting him. Luffy got knocked off, got beaten, got knocked off, and Kaido was still up there. And then now Luffy has to go back to fight him, but everyone else was still in the building, you know? Luffy just got knocked off.
Yeah.
So he has to make his way back to the top while everyone was still in the building fighting. Like Zoro was fighting some guy, then Sanji was fighting some guy, Robin had a fight, you know, Frankie had a fight. Like everybody had their shit. Yeah. So yeah.
It'd be cool if like Luffy could just fly and just
he can though.
Whole ass building.
He can though, but like you don't want to use his time and gear for it to fly up to the thing. Like
imagine if you were just Kaido and you could just train in your dragon form.
Yeah, fly. Facts.
Like,
this shit's crazy.
Just stepping over Kaido. Just imagine if you could just like whoop someone's ass in your human form, or just be a dragon and fly to wherever you need to be, and then that's it. Like Luffy got to be in gear 4 and use up energy. Kaido just literally just turns into a dragon. Just is. He just is.
Just a dragon. Just
a dragon.
Flies up there and shit.
Comes through, breathes fire, blows up half a mountainside. God. You know, honestly, I'll spoil that shit every day. This motherfucker Kaido blew up a whole mountainside drunk just cuz. And the
just cuz, bro.
Yeah. That's a different type of power.
Nigga was drunk. Nigga said, fuck that mountain. Fuck that mountain. Boom. Nigga blew that whole shit up. I'm like, whoa. Chill out, bro.
Really goes, damn. It was like the older brother who's like little brother's getting picked on. They're like, is that where you said they were? Is that them?
Word. They over there? Oh, I bet. Boom. Nigga blew them up. I'm like, yo.
Like the boogeyman under like a parent under the bed. Literally. Like Orochi up there on the mountain. The ghosts are on the mountain. Well, guess what? There's no mountain anymore. There can't be ghosts there. Like,
tell you, nigga just blew that whole shit up, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was different.
That was a whole different type of energy right there.
Yeah, it's a fact. But yeah, One Piece is gas, so definitely read that shit. Watch that shit. You already know. Next, and for what I've been watching, it's just mainly I'm trying to finish Bleach, bro. I'm on episode 290. I'm making my way through that shit. Like, I got less than episode 366 is the last episode. Mm-hmm. And I know for a fact there's like a chunk of 30 filler in this last bit. So I probably got like 40 episodes left, maybe something like that. So like I'm relatively close to finishing it, but we're just making our way through that shit, bro.
So for all of those who don't know, this is our new segment called Why Does Bleach Piss Sam Off? Starring Sammy Vinsmoke.
Yo, this should be getting me aggravated, bro. They should be getting me aggravated. All right. I'm only going to give one example. This is full spoilers, by the way, because I can't tell you why it make me pissed off if I'm not giving full spoilers. So this is full spoilers for Bleach. If you're not fully caught up, skip like 6 minutes into the podcast. Skip like 6 minutes ahead. So the one thing that really got me mad recently is, okay, so we see Ichigo was fighting Udakyuda, the kind of devil guy. He was fighting the demon guy. So he's fighting him. Obviously, Ichigo is getting fucked up and he can't win. So he literally gets killed by the devil guy, Udakuda. Like he murders him. Like he's dead. He's dead. Body. Full dead. So obviously, what's your face? Orihime is there watching. Watch homeboy get stabbed in the chest. Dunzo. Like when I say he's dead, he didn't just get stabbed. The devil guy blew a hole the size of like a grapefruit in his fucking chest. You could see through it, bro. Yeah.
Zero shit, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like you could see through Ichigo's fucking body, bro. Mm-hmm. He's full dead. So Orihime sees this shit. She starts obviously yelling out. She's crying. She's like, what can I do? He's dead. She just yells, help me to Ichigo. She just yells, help me. Ichigo, dead, by the way. Dead. Hears Orihime talking to him and then says he can't die here. So something wakes him up. And then we find out it's some kind of new hollowification. He's a new hollow. And I gotta say, the one thing I'll say about this shit, he looks fucking badass.
Yeah.
He looks cool. Like the only thing I can say about this whole entire thing is that he looks fucking cool, bro. Yep. With the fucking bullhorn, like he looks rad.
Oh, the actual horns in the long hair too?
Yeah, like
hair, yo.
Yeah, so that's one thing. Like Ichigo looks sick. So obviously, this hollowification revives Ichigo now. He's revived. So he's fighting the Odakyuda or whatever. They're fighting. They're scrapping or whatever. Ichigo, obviously, because he got a new power up, he's going to end up beating this guy. So he does. He ends up beating the guy, Odakyuda. And then he wakes up. Before he wakes up, after the hollowification ends, the hole in Ichigo's chest is just gone now. You just erase it, and it never happened. Just, it doesn't matter. He got a hole blown through his chest by a giant beam of light. But no, it's fine. Some random hollow power just fixed them. It's cool. So yeah, that fucking happened. That got me tight. Like what? Like I'm not even gonna fucking get to that shit. That got me tight. And then not only we're already pissed. Well, at least me. I'm not gonna say we. I'm already pissed off at this because Ichigo got some random power up to beat this guy. And when I say random, there's not even a flashback. At least when Oda does this in One Piece, he has the courtesy to give us a scene that's a flashback showing us the time when they learned this.
Yeah.
So this had happened before we just didn't see it, which happens all the time in stories. So you might not like that device of telling a story, but that gives us a reason to why they know this thing. There's no reason why Ichigo got the new hollow power. No reason. It's fucking random. She just says, help me, and he's already dead and he hears it. Like, bro. So that shit just blows my mind.
Yeah, full disclaimer. Ichigo literally was actually murdered dead.
He's dead
for minutes.
Minutes.
Yeah.
Minutes, bro. Like she's crying for like at least 3 minutes before she says help me, and he wakes up after. Like what?
Sad days, man. Like actual sad days,
bro. So after that he gets revived. He gets fucking revived and shit. He wakes up and obviously he can't remember what happened because of the hollowification. He just sees what happened when he was like that. He stabbed Ishida in the chest because he didn't know what he was doing. He killed Odakyuda. The nigga's like half chopped up, and then he's like, what happened? And he's like, oh, you don't know? Like you fucking killed me. You chopped me up. He's like, well, that wasn't me, bro. So obviously Ichigo is mad too because he won this fight and it wasn't really him. So not only is the person in the story mad about this fucking fight, we are too. Like, are you kidding? So what's the point? Everyone's mad about this fight. Who is this fight for? Who is it for? Because it's not for Ichigo, because he's obviously not happy with the win because it wasn't him who won. He's not happy about it. And I'm not happy because it's just fucking random as hell.
Yeah.
So who is this for?
What do you mean?
Like, bro, yeah, it's for her, bro. It literally is for her. Like, oh my God. And like to blow salt in to just pour salt in our wounds, bro. Later on, we cut back to Karakura Town, where the Espada are fighting the Shinigami, where Aizen's at and shit like that. Aizen decides, after his Espada got fucked up, the number one, the guy with the guns, dude, he gets beat by the flower guy.
Yo, I love the guy with the guns though.
He's fucking cool, by the way. He's rad.
Yeah,
he's fucking sick. I like it. He's probably the only Espada I really like besides Grimjaw, bro. Like, let's be honest. Like every other fucking Espada is trash besides them. Like, he's fucking tight. So we see he gets beaten. We see the old king of Hecamundo get beaten by the Visards and shit. And then Aizen comes and kills the other blonde bitch because he's Aizen. He's the unpredictable. You can't even never predict what the fuck he's gonna do. So he kills her just cause. So when that happens, the Visards come to help, obviously, which is cool. I like them. I like them a lot, actually. Shinji's cool. The bitch with the B is cool. The kind of punchy guy with the dagger, he's cool. They have cool characters, so I like them.
I like that.
So they come in.
Guy.
Yeah. So they come in. They come in, and obviously they're going to fight. They're going to fight Aizen or whatever. So some stuff transpires, they talk or whatever. Hideko, Hiyori gets the kind of like blonde hair, like short blonde haired girl, whatever. Yeah, Hiyori, she gets aggravated by Aizen talking smack, obviously. She goes to hit him. Obviously she can't because she's seen the nigga's fucking sword. So he just gets okie doke, she gets chopped up, and he's done.
Yeah, that's one of those things where it's like we were talking about earlier with like the fodder. Like she should have known her place. Like you ain't fucking with Aizen.
And like it's not even Aizen didn't even hit her. Yeah. It was Gin. Like she's going after Aizen and Gin from the side just extends his sword, just ping, pokes her right in the back. She's down. She's down, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Gin and then is so sick though, bro. He's so hard to hate.
I hate him though.
He's so hard to hate.
I hate him. I hate him, bro. I hate him and Aizen's bum ass. They can all kick rocks with open-toed sandals, bro. I hate their guts. God. So yeah, so we see Gin pokes her. She's down for the count, obviously. Shinji goes and catches her. Shinji, who I like, by the way. He's probably the one I like the most out of this crew. I like it. Shinji goes and catches her. She's bleeding out. He's like, what can we do? He thinks of Orihime. And then he goes, we need to wait for Ichigo. And he yells out for Ichigo. All right? So in the story, that's all well and good.
Yeah.
In my mind, how am I supposed to, on God's green earth, how am I supposed to believe that Ichigo can handle these guys when he didn't himself beat Uekura?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to believe that? How am I supposed to be? And they lean heavily into Ichigo being the savior because when Ichigo is even running towards the town, Captain Unohana, I don't know, is she the squad 2 captain, squad 4 captain? Unohana, the medical bitch. She is talking about, she's saying that Ichigo is their savior because he hasn't seen Aizen's sword. And Aizen's sword is the complete... Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's funny.
Ichigo hasn't seen Aizen's Shinkai or whatever, his sword, whatever. He hasn't seen it. So he's not caught under the complete hypnosis. By the way, sidebar, if we needed to make Aizen more broken, the nigga's sword keeps you under hypnosis for forever after you see it one time.
Yeah.
As if he needed to be more, as if he needed more.
Yeah, like why
the motherfucker showed you his unsheath his sword in front of you, his Shinkai, 300 years ago. Well, today you can get hit with hypnosis because, like, what? It don't expire? Like, what the fuck, bro? That shit got me tight, bro.
They really didn't explain that well enough. Like, that's a sidebar. Like, even further, when you get that, you're just like expected to just accept that's a thing.
Like, what?
I thought about that. Everyone else's power has like an explanation to what it does, like time frame, whatever. They're just like, yeah, you're under hypnosis forever if you see it once, and then it's
that's it.
Like, does he have to have energy for it? Like,
nope.
Like,
no one. We don't know.
Like, yeah, you just don't know. Like,
bro,
even in Naruto, they're like, yo, you gotta have extreme amounts of chakra to hold up this technique for years. Like,
exactly.
This motherfucker is like, nah, it's just I'm just living my day. Like,
yeah, bro. So they lean heavily into him being the savior because he hasn't seen it, so he can't get hit by the hypnosis. So they're leaning even more heavily into him being the savior. And all I'm asking is, how am I supposed to believe that he is the savior and strong enough to fight Aizen and everyone when he couldn't beat the other guy with his own power? He had to be saved by the grace of the gods. Yeah. And I'm supposed to believe that he can fight Aizen now? How? That's what I don't understand. Like, how am I supposed to believe that shit? I don't.
Yeah, that's a
and everyone's putting their faith. Even Aizen says it, and I when he said it, I'm like, I agree. Aizen tells Shinji, he's like, you're putting a lot of faith in this Ichigo kid. I'm like, you are, huh? I'm like, you're putting a lot of faith into him. You're right. Like, what? Like, bro, she got me aggravated. I'm telling you, it got me aggravated, bro. So like, that's just where I'm at with that shit right now, bro. That's where I'm at. So like, Ichigo is on his way to the fucking town. So we'll see what the fuck happens with that shit, bro.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how he rolls with that.
Annoying, bro.
Oh man, damn. Yeah. Once you bring it up, once like a second person brings it to light, because when I first watched this, I watched Bleach in 2018, maybe.
Yeah.
And there wasn't so much like I didn't look through it through the lens of like a content creator.
Of course, you were watching for merely just like fights and enjoyment and shit like that. Where like, I'm not only am I watching for enjoyment, I'm watching to know how the story is.
Yeah.
Like within a more critical lens. Not that I'm saying I'm critiquing it crazy, but I want everything to make sense. That's what I'm thinking it as. Like, I'm not gonna gloss over something just cause it's cool. Like, no, you gotta give me a reason to why it's happening.
It's like, oh, cool, Gen's sword extends. That's awesome. Like, but well, why is it doing that? Like,
why is it doing that? It's a fact, bro. I'm telling you. That shit, I don't know, bro. It's just fucking weird.
Yeah, when it comes to Bleach and stuff too, I tend to think like when I watched it back then to now and how you're talking about it, it's just those snippets of information are coming back and I'm thinking about it. And I'm saying to myself, wow, that really did happen. Like, whoa, wait a minute. That really was a thing. And there was no explanation. And like, just my one takeaway was, I don't know if you got there, but did you get to the point where the dad stops the spirit train?
Nah. So we haven't seen anybody in the real Karakura town in like maybe like 100 episodes, bro.
Oh, I forgot like
Ichigo dips off. Like they have that. The last episode we see with them is when Ichigo is like deciding to go to Hekamundo to save Orihime. The fact that this all started with this saving Orihime, by the way, like with this whole everything, like that was how we went to Hekamundo, and that was mad long ago. So like they've been there for forever. So like when she dips off with Urakura or whatever, number 4, and then he goes to save her and shit. Ichigo says goodbye to his family and like the niggas from his school, and they're asking like when he's coming back, and he gives a cryptic answer, and then the bitch punches him and shit like that. What the fuck is her name? Tatsuki? I forgot her fucking name. I don't know. One of the bitches from the school, bro. So that's the last time we've seen anybody from the town. Since then, we've been in Hekamundo and shit like that. And even when we're in the town now, it's a fake town that's empty. The Espada and they're just fighting there.
Okay, so yeah. Right, so, I'm waiting for this segment as Sam's pissed because there's another segment.
Oh no, really? It's worse. It's with the dad too because I like the dad.
There was something that happened for me where I go, if you could have done this, why the fuck haven't people been doing this?
Yeah. Oh
and I
no.
was dumb pissed. I was so pissed.
Oh no. That's really getting me aggravated. I can feel it.
This was in 2018. I was just like, if your ass could have done this, why didn't mad niggas do this already? Like, why wasn't this a thing that was just being done?
Right.
And that's
my god. Oh no.
It gets bad.
Oh no. Well, yeah. Hey. We'll get there. We'll get there sooner or later. Like I said, I'm not watching anything else until I finish it. I'm committed. So we're making our way through until I'm done. But that's it.
Damn.